Hiya guys, Freddy here, welcome back to another video. Because this time I'm going to be looking at Dungeon Mayhem, a tiny little box. Now, I mentioned this in one of my recent LEGO minifigure videos, that I basically can't resist picking up anything which mentions role-playing or Dungeons & Dragons on it. And this was something I saw in a charity shop. I picked it up for only a couple of pounds. And it said Dungeons & Dragons on it, so I grabbed it. But I don't think I'll ever play it, because it's aimed at quite a young audience. But anyway, let's go over to the desktop and have a look at Dungeon Mayhem. So, this is Dungeon Mayhem, which came out from Wizards of the Coast in 2018. And although it's titled Dungeons & Dragons and has the official logo on the top, it's not really for the game. It's a separate action-packed card game for 2 to 4 adventurers. Looking at the back, split the party and unleash the mayhem. Do you have the guts to bring home the glory? Play as one of 4 brave, quirky characters, barbarian, paladin, rogue or wizard, battling out in a dungeon full of treasure. With magic missiles flinging, dual daggers slinging, and spike shields dinging, it's up to you to be the last adventurer standing. Contains 4 28-card decks, 4 hit point trackers, 4 hit point tokens, 4 reference cards, and 16 damage tokens. So, it's a little card game. First of all, we've got how to play. Double-sided, sort of A4-ish. We've got a card with tokens which can be punched out of it. These are for the characters and heart tokens. And we've got 4 groups of cards, one for each of the characters. So, the way it works, there's one card which tracks your 10 hit points. There's one card which gives you basic information. And then there's all the other cards. Now, you shuffle the pack, you draw out 5 cards, and then from the youngest player to the oldest, you go round and you play cards. And they have different symbols on them, which have these effects. So, let's just choose one at random. This is a Vampiric Touch, which swaps your hit points with those of another player. What else we got? Burning Hands, and it's got 2 sword symbols, so it deals 1 point of damage for each of those. So you play it out. If your attack, or the person you're attacking has a shield in play, it blocks 1 damage. Shield cards stay down until they're used. All other cards are instantly gone. Some of the cards, like this one, it heals 1 heart of damage, and it's got a lightning symbol, which means you can play an extra card. So you can play a chain of cards. You've got these ones which allow you to select more cards from your deck. If you run out of cards, you draw a couple more, and keep playing. And that's what it is. You deal out damage until you win. I don't know why it's talking about going dungeon delving and questing and all this on the back of the box, because it's not. It's fighting between the different 4 characters, if you've got 4 players or only 2 or whatever. It seems kind of fun. It actually reminds me of the computer game Guild of Dungeoneering, where you've got your character which goes on, and the combat is a sort of card game like this. As I said, there's 4 packs. And there's a variety of different ones. So 3 shields on this one. So it stays in play, and each one will be marked off. This one you can draw another card and you get a shield. It stays in play. Different attacks. An attack and then draw another card. This one allows you to draw 2 cards for playing that one. Swapping the hit points. What's the spiral one again? Take a shield card that an opponent has in play and it protects you now, so you can steal someone else's shield. And we've got Fireball. Each player, including you, takes 3 damage. So everybody takes some damage. So you fight it out with the cards. It seems quite interesting, seems quite fun. It's not really that much to do with Dungeons & Dragons. But I can kind of see it being for younger players and them bashing away. I could have seen me pulling this out with my kids when they were younger and having a game. It's quite compact, so you could play it on the train or on the bus or in the airport or whatever. Now, I picked this up from a charity shop, dirt cheap, so it's definitely worth it for me because it's only cost about £2. But it depends on what value you would get out of it. So that's Dungeon Mayhem, and that could be a lot of fun to be had with younger players. If you've got kids, people over the ages of 8 apparently, I think that could be a lot of fun. Because, as I said, it's very similar to the combat system in Guild of Dungeoneering, and that's something I enjoyed, I liked a lot. It's kind of tactical in some ways, it's fast moving, and it's kind of fun. So I can see that working. Why it talks about this taking place in a dungeon full of treasure, I don't know, because there doesn't seem to be any treasure to be picked up. One of the things that Guild of Dungeoneering does well is when you defeat foes, you carry on through with your number of hit points, but you can pick up magic items, you can pick up healing, etc. from their bodies, and you fight your way on. But that seems a lot more advanced than what this game is doing. This just seems to be the combat system itself. So there's no treasure, there's no power-ups, there's no magic items to boost your character. There's none of that. There's just the fighting of the basic characters with the basic cards. Perhaps there were booster packs. I don't know. I know nothing else about it apart from I picked up this copy for a couple of quid and it's kind of fun. But anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. But most of all, you look after yourselves. And I'll catch you later. Bye now.